I did not see neither sunrise nor sunset. I was sleeping. Sleeping since morning 5 o'clock. 11 o'clock, I wake up little bit, eat, go to sleep, again wake up 7.
Oh my gosh. Do you feel better?
Yeah, but my sleeping and sleeping and sleeping.
Well, that's how you
Ah.
heal. Maybe you're getting downloads too.
But it's nice. I feel fresh. Let's hope in the night I can sleep also.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
So here, this our topic, trauma to abundance, actually is my expertise too.
Mm.
Removing any trauma and transforming it to any desire which is in harmony with the self, in abundance, no, not like random, but that which is ecologically balanced with the system.
Mhm.
So, like I use my own, which I call alchemy process, in which any emotion, any trauma, we can break down into energy packets, pure energy. Once it is transformed into energy, now we can find a desire which is full in harmony. Like suppose somebody can have some problem in the body, like some organ is sick, any vital
Mhm.
organ, or anything problem with the body, even genetic mutations or any dementia or whatsoever the issue doesn't matter here.
Mhm.
It should be like good for the body, like healthy for the body. And we can transform this energy into this, removing these diseases. So we are removing two at the same time. Like one is positive way health, and
Mhm.
another is negative way. We are breaking down into energy. So this is my real. I'm an alchemist as a character.
Right.
So for me, it's a very easy, like very easy to find how to make cocktails and which trauma, how to transform into which direction it's going, where it will be harmonic. So, and I have been successful up to now into this with 100%, with 100% guarantee at this point of physical health. I have been also successful and working, transforming it into money, resources, like
Mhm.
direct money, or career, or achievements, goals, no? Like this way. And it's also working, but only working if something energy left from repairing the body. Otherwise, body doesn't take the program. So like if somebody has a disease, like suppose nowadays, and somebody has a trauma. So if, and trauma should be also very big. If disease is big, then trauma should be big. So if that means as much garbage we have, that much rich we are.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
that's
look,
this is the theory. This is here the theory. So you think this is a garbage, and vicious circle is sucking your energy, like a vampire sucking
yeah.
something from your source. So if it is a great vampire, like a very great source of sucking your energy, you remember and you are sucked. You are
Mhm.
not feeling energy inside. So that means it's a great source of. And if you have any problem in the physical body, so we can break down this trauma, this circle, which, and take the energy, suppose 100 watt of energy we got. And body has some problem to repair. So it takes 80% of energy to repair that part of the body. So 20% which is left, you can transform into money.
Mhm.
Like this. It's working like this.
Neat.
And just not doing nothing. Very simple, just directing the energy only, energy process. So this is how I have been working. and it's working. I call it alchemy, and many ways of like reparenting, personality integration, character integration. You can go also in the whole form of like a series of reparenting or restructuring the ego, refurbishing the ego system. You can go also very deep.
So
And
you basically guide them into that alchemy
yeah,
and that
I use
transformation.
NLP methods like neuro-linguistic programming methods to decipher the patterns of neurons, how they are moving, and how they are connecting to the physical organs.
Mm-hmm.
And then after I went for the natural language, like how person is communicating with the self.
Right.
Like each person is communicating with the self. So for each word for the person is very unique. Love for me or connected. So the one word connected can be very different meaning in your mind, in Pavel mind, in Kalinath mind, in my mind. One word.
That could get interesting.
Yeah, no. So I connect it again with the natural language the person is born into that
Yeah.
language. And so one word and emotions and neurons and physical organs. So we make a matrix of connectivity. If you poke one, another starts to speak, respond.
Mm-hmm.
So if I change the word, the neurons changing the directions. If I change the directions, word is changing. So once we come to this constellation point, then alchemy begins. I facilitate and keep on changing until we come to a point of full satisfaction, and body gives the signal, yes, this is removed. Body gives itself. There is a signal of yes and no. So we find the trauma, we found the root of the trauma, we found the energy, take the energy from the trauma, find a word which was vicious, find a new word which we want to go further and program it. So I call it natural language programming. You alchemy, but method is many methods we use, but this is natural language program. Very simple.
So how do you
But
know when it's removed? You mean the illness is gone?
the medical test,
I see.
you have a medical history from the test of blood test, this test, that test, and the symptom, the pain. Pain is the main symptom we use as a method to like each problem in the body is a kind of a pain signal to you. If it is a disease, maybe intense, maybe pinching, maybe dispersed, different kinds of pain signals if there is a problem in the body. So these pain signals we take is the parameters that, like, suppose person has pain in the knee or lower back, on the vertebra or somewhere, shoulder, stomach, kidney, anywhere the problem has. So that we make a parameters. So after that, body starts to show that this organ is becoming healthy. That pattern is not there. The pain is not there. And same way, we also measure it in a psychology. Like in a case of rape, suppose a woman has a case of rape, I'm giving a big trauma, no? Like a big trauma, which we have also deal with and succeeded in coping with it in only 90 minutes of sessions. And any trauma can be removed. So in that scenario is that person is blocked to see in the past, cannot see in the past, so cannot project the future properly. Yeah, if you don't have learning from the past, you can't project your future. So it's a block. So in a way, it's a pain. To see in the past is a pain. Painful. The person doesn't want to see because we don't want pain. So any part of the body which is painful, we don't want to feel it. No? So we have a defense mechanism not to feel the pain. So a lot of energy involved blocking the memory as a defense mechanism of the incident which has happened. So now, if it's a full trauma, now
Can you
have a
replace the
session.
memory? Can you
No,
replace the memory?
we refurbish it. The memory, we refurbish it, but we change the perception. So the
Yeah.
intelligence sees the same phenomena from a different point of view.
Right.
No, like if the emotional wound to the child is a trauma going to the personality of the child, then we change the point of view from the adult and parent.
Mm-hmm.
So when the same thing, you are going and seeing the past in the memory, but your point of view is changed. You are seeing the same thing as a parent, as if the same memory of your childhood now you are seeing is a different.
Right.
Now, if you go back to the memory, is different because point of view is different.
Mm-hmm.
The person who is perceiving the phenomena is different. So we change the point of view and then we come back again, no, removing the trauma. This is not, we are not giving direction, just removing it, no, just removing it. So removed it and again ask the person, go freely into the past. Mm-hmm. Now person goes freely in the past and has no pain. Right. Seeing that no pain because point of view is integrated. So this is how also it works. It's basically, I learned it in a neuro-linguistic programming, this phenomena. But it demands your physical presence with the client. Same thing I have done over the internet without physical presence, only virtual presence.
By what?
And for the only virtual presence, I can do it on the virtual presence, like now, online.
Yeah.
But for this, I needed a new knowledge to integrate Shabda from Indian mystical point of view, and 4 layers of manifestations of realities from this word connection. And that's where the mysticism came. And I connected it both together. Now it's a full holistic science. Trauma to anything, like abundance with health. But basically, it is going first with the health, physical health. And it's working very nicely with physical.
Yeah.
Even to the challenge diseases. Pavel is witness also of my work.
It's an interesting way. I know the people that I know that have had trauma that I've worked with, I've found out that it actually creates a lesion in the brain, which actually goes down into the body that creates the illness.
Yeah.
And so once you work with the emotional trauma and they release it, the brain, the lesion heals and the body heals.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I also sense every trauma in me I can sense a nerve in the brain.
Mm-hmm.
Every trauma, any memory, any experience which is not properly digested, negative, not integrated with the self, two self, higher self and lower self, is a pain nerve is deep inside in the brain, one nerve, and exactly going down and connecting to the whole body down. And that nerve is affected, yes. Same is also, you can find if the person is going to die with any organ failure. If the cause is organ failure, not accidental death or anything, simple organ failure, then you can also sense it. Just ask the body, what is my cause of death? And body takes you to this brain and the whole nerve system. This will become your cause of death. Here is, we are counting. The body is counting the timings when to collapse. And one organ is responsible, the whole channel. Aghoris burn that. So
what?
If Aghoris, some of the sadhaks in the Indian sects and Shaivism and Shakta also, you can to go beyond death. So not to die at all and remove the death. So going like we call it, like killing the death. Call. So you kill the call and go beyond it. So you need to find that in your body And there you need to work and remove it. And you can change it, the timings and the systems, and you can influence it. You can delay it. That's through only one nerve, which is connecting from brain to all over the body, going through the roots of your spine. Yeah, even down until your last meridians of the feet. All over it is one, only one, spreading one, and that is the death. So if you can kill that, you kill the death. Now you will not die at the time of the death. So now, but you need to take responsibility of all phenomena further.
Well, and I know people that have died and said, I want to go back and help more people. And they actually came back in their bodies. They were sent back into, there's he's from Fernando Ronaldo in Brazil. He has an orphanage, and he had, the first time he had a heart attack because he took kids off the street and babies. And what happened was he had a heart attack and died, and they said, no, the spirit world told him to come back to help more kids. And so he described how when he came back in his body, how much pain he felt. And then the second time he had a heart attack, he told them, I want to go back and help more people. So he came back in his body, and the people that helped donate for his orphanage sent him to see Sai Baba in India. And he went to see Sai Baba, and Sai Baba said to him, why are you here? And he said, I don't really know. Anyway, Sai Baba touched his heart area, and when he went back, his heart was healed, and he's probably still alive today. But it was a really powerful session that I went to listen to him talk, because we really do have choices in all ways, actually, don't we? That we can change anything if we choose.
Yeah, we can change anything, including the trauma of death. I'm talking about, because there are traumas, small or big, but this trauma of death, which we are carrying in the body, is the very root level, very deep level. In meditation, particularly meditation with sound and elemental breathing, like akasha breathing, like a pranayama of only with akasha element focusing, you can easily see, you can decipher the root problem in your body, which you will be carrying almost lifetime, like that nerve, which is continuing and main cause of the problem in your body.
You know, any trauma that I've been through, what has gotten me through it has been, there's a songs that'll pop up, and I'll play those songs, empowerment songs, and they shift my consciousness. So again, it goes back to frequency and sound.
I forgot to mention you that our body is also a mirror image into itself.
Yeah.
So if you find that, like suppose you are finding that nerve system is right side, exact opposite in the mirror, you will find the same patterns. If you focus there, you will find the same patterns there in the opposite side. So anything will opposite side. So here is the death side. So just in the mirror will be the life side. So if you know the pranayama and focus your mind to the same pattern to the opposite, you will be shifting the energy from death to life. And this is also a part of reprogramming the body, rejuvenation. So your body will start losing your physical age, like, I don't know, biological age, like, and will be behaving completely differently. Like maybe your biological certificate is 52, but your body will behave 35 if you start to shift it to another side of it. Very interesting. Deep work in psychic body, only on manomaya body, like mental body. Very fluid and very liquid, but it has a impression on physical body. Like you can see the blueprint in physical body.
That's what we are.
Yeah.
Oh, too bad we can't just draw it out and fix it on a piece of paper. Oh, like an architecture.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
interesting. Today was also, I told you, 12 hours sleep, no? Almost. I slept almost 12 hours in the day and just was exploring the
Did you
phenomenon.
dream? Did you dream in those 12 hours?
Yeah, different labels of consciousness, different labels of dreams. Yeah.
Do you remember them?
Some, some,
Mm-hmm.
some. If it is important for me, I remember. If it is not important for me, I don't remember.
That's the way
Maybe
with
it's
me too.
important for somebody else.
Yep, I get it. That's fun. Well, and I think trauma, once you overcome it, you become stronger in your persona, your psyche. At least I have, and you become clear-minded when you overcome
Yeah,
trauma.
we are talking a lot of beyond things. So you should come back with the Pavel Earth element and you water. I am sky. So, so coming back, if you can narrate each journey with your concrete experience of ego restructuring, ego refurbishing, building confidence into the ego, and using the mind strengthfully, properly, strategically, and removing the trauma. No, it's one way of transformation. And you are the best expert. So we are all ears. Is
It's all about love, loving yourself. That's the journey. The journey. Anybody else have any input?
because Jenny is
No.
going to take over.
All right, I'll take over.
And she said, nobody
Power
interferes.
up,
So
power up.
before that, anybody wants to say something, please do not interfere in the middle.
Somebody's got to guide it. Anyway, so I wrote some stuff down last night. I had a bunch of epiphanies last night. It was really cool. And I was talking about the heat and the cold. And, you know, it's kind of like that with what we're talking about, trauma. Trauma is like the cold, where your body shuts down, your mind pulls in, your energy pulls in, and it becomes fear-based. And heat is like it is expanding. So, and I talked about on my Facebook page last night how I love saunas. I love the heat. And maybe it's because I'm a redhead and I have really thin skin, but I love to go. I go into a sauna that's 215 degrees and I just love it. And the whirlpool's 205 degrees. But then when I go outside, the cold is very reactive to me because I love the heat so much. And so it's like trauma is like balancing the yin and the yang, the cold and the warm, because when you can balance those, there becomes a balance that is clarity. That's the way I would say it. It's clarity. So anyway, I talked about that, and I think purification is really important in the body because trauma makes you hold on to things and sweating makes you release things. So getting in the sun, I think, is really important because I see so many people that are afraid of the sun and use all these chemicals on their skin when we need the sun for our body. It's like energy. It makes me think of Superman, how he would fly up in the sky to the sun and rejuvenate. And I think it actually affects our organs and our consciousness by being in the sun. Anybody got a feeling on that?
Oh, Pavel has Banya.
Pavel, speak up.
Yes, it's a banya. It's a idea of contrast to put you in special stress, to change the heat to cold, and from cold to heat. You just it's a nice healthy exercise for the all systems. and uh, and yes, it's a tradition to jump from the hot banya to the snow, and from the snow back to hot, and it really shakes the immune system, and it gives a lot of stress to the body, but it also gives a lot of nice energy, and the immune system, yes, thanks you, and it's usually avoid some infections. For example, in India, in Ayurveda, there is also banya, when they put you to the special box, and only the head is outside. The body is fully with foam, hot water foam, hot water.
Vapor.
Yes, and uh, but the head is outside. So this is the and
Yeah,
it's
this is
yes.
also, Jenny, very important part of Ayurveda, like giving hot and cold to the same body, but in a different part. Like giving hot part only the lower back, hip area in the hot,
Mhm.
and all other body outside cold. That gives a very different way of maybe communication with the body. And banya is the full body, like you sauna. It's a sauna, basically sauna. Sauna and swimming pool and swimming, and as much contrast in temperature it could be. In India is not so much. At the most in the winter we have hot shower with the geyser, and then after you can have cold shower. So you can change hot cold to shock your body, no? Like in this way, contraction and expansion. But I was listening, Jenny, and I was very much wondering the way you are using the word hot and cold. And philosophically, we use the word same for center and periphery. So you say when we balance between hot and cold, the insight comes. Same way we say in the when we balance between contraction and expansion, the wisdom arises. In Buddhism, same way we say if we combine, be aware about center and periphery together, now holding on to center and periphery together is enlightenment. No, you are enlightened, immediately enlightened, instant enlightenment. So that's what I'm wondering. This is my natural language program to understand the person exactly what it is, what the person mean by its own word of heat and cold. No, this is very different. So that's a unique process I learned with every person, because every person is so uniquely thinking and so unique words for different kinds of emotions. Completely, you can't even imagine that this
Yes.
person means by this word so much emotions behind it. And that's the fun part. That's how we go about it.
Mhm.
Just like I'm deciphering your language into very basic fundamental structures of positive and negative in a coded form, from language emerging in different religions, different way people expressing it. But truth on the bottom is one. Yeah, Jenny, please.
Well, how about Kalina? Do you have anything you want to share?
Kalina?
Yeah, I think same what you both talking. It's here, it's now very, very cold. I don't like to go outside. It's also like I feel all my cells are shrinking, and when it is warm all the cells are expanding, and I like also to do that, and also sometimes from the inside, like one time I drink one glass of ice water, and in the other hand I have one hot chai, and I change it, and I feel like this shrinking and expanding all the time. This is amazing.
That's wonderful. Hey, do we have somebody there that says intuitive strokes?
Intuitive stroke is
Who's that?
he's a painter, artist.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Does
And
he
at
have
the
anything
same
he'd like to
time,
share? Hello? Interact here, interact. Do you have any input? What's his first name?
his first name is Sunil Masuria.
Hi. Do you have anything you want to share about what we're chatting about?
I'm daily experiencing Swamiji's words.
Oh, I
What
see.
he's telling, I'm experiencing.
Oh,
Follow
He-
his words
mhm,
and subtleness these words.
mhm. How are you experiencing them?
Just listening and imbibing in my life.
Oh, okay. Wonderful.
he runs a show every Saturday in Hindi for many years, deciphering ancient wisdom in modern science with a modern science.
Neat.
Yeah,
So
And
what
an artist.
in
is
Hindi language.
so to understand the words of Swamiji, you just listen and experience in meditation. Then you will realize what the depth in his words.
Mhm. Absolutely. And you're talking about Sri Govinda?
Yeah,
Or who
yeah.
are
He
you
calls me
talking about?
Swamiji. Yeah, he's calling me Swamiji.
He's calling you Swamiji. What's
Yeah.
Swamiji mean?
Who controls his uh, all the indriyas, all the senses.
Swami means the honor of the
Honor.
self, honor of your own mind, honor of your own ego, honor of your own intelligence.
Own senses.
Honor. Go ahead. Go
Not
ahead.
honor, like ruler, in a sense of ruling as an emperor, governor, king,
Controller of senses.
controller of senses. In that sense, like your body is a kingdom, and you are the
Mhm.
king.
Right.
And
Or
you,
queen.
could be.
Yeah, well, you know, yin and yang there. In
You
fact, I sing
prefer
a song. Go
prefer
ahead.
to be a king
So
rather than a queen.
she is very interesting personality, no?
Jenny?
Yeah.
Yeah, is multiverse talented. She has metaphysics, science combining with hypnosis, with color therapy, with healings, with music. So, if you see in alternative medicine, alternative ways of the mainstream of medicine, she is combining a lot of stream of knowledge together and with experience.
I'm free. That's what I like to say is, you know, once we love ourselves and once we can understand what's going on around us, we're free because we aren't emotionally attached to it. We can just be who we are and just observe, like you were saying. So, yeah, it's fun. Life is fun now.
It's quite a challenge for me now to understand. It's a challenge for us to understand. Even we listen the words, but exactly understand the emotions behind it is very difficult.
Yep.
And you can be fully different. You both can be talking about the same phenomena and fighting for this just
Yep.
because two different words. Like your heat and cold and you can keep on discussing with a Buddhist about center and the periphery. No? And what he will be meaning by center and periphery, he will be meaning by heat and cold. Same way you can keep on discussing with any tantric, and he will say Shiva and Shakti, Shiva and Shakti. And if you go to this, normal in the psychology, something arresting your movement is trauma, like somebody, and so creating a defense mechanism will be cold, and expressing yourself, it will be heat in the personality sense. No? If we feel cold then they start to create defense mechanism not to feel other personalities. And then when we are heated, we start to break the boundaries of the personality and show ourselves, oh, look, here I am. No?
Now you start to shine.
So the same phenomenon, psychology seeing it its own way, putting in its own words, philosophy seeing it in its own way, putting its own word, and the shaman seeing it in the same way, putting its own word, just words changing. What I see now in different religions and studying about various philosophies, religious books, is the same phenomena. They are just unnecessarily discussing.
Yeah, many paths to the same
finding
destinies.
new words and just fighting just for fun, and not coming to agreement. No one is coming to an agreement and talking about the same phenomenon.
Oh, energy.
That's where I came out, this natural language program. No? Program the person in the same language. Don't try to make him educated. Otherwise, person will become fully confused.
I like to confuse people. Stirs the pot. Makes them step out. It's like when I teach at the gyms, a lot of those people don't have any background in what I teach. So when I do a meditation with them, I say, okay, I'm going to show you how to see auras today. And they look at me and they go, what's an aura? So then I explain what an aura is, and I stand up against a wall and I said, now stare at one place on me and just and out of your peripheral vision, you'll start to see my aura. And the people have an experience. And the people have an experience because all of a sudden they start to see the outline of my aura, because what I'm doing is opening up their mind, that there's more than just the physical here. And then I show them how to see in their body, I take energy and I show them, I put my hands over their hands and I show them how to close their eyes. Because sometimes, I see better with my eyes closed anyway. But I say, close your eyes. Now feel that energy. What color is it? And they'll tell me the color. And then I'll say, follow that color in your body. And so they'll follow the color in their body. And I'll say, where is it going? And they'll say, my shoulder, my heart. So the energy goes to where it needs to go. And so by the time my class is over with, maybe sometimes people don't ever come back. But that's okay, because it's just about saying, oh, this is fun. This isn't strange or weird. It's just fun to play with energy and to see how we're all connected. Anyway, I just threw that.
It's intuitive, spontaneous way of just follow the energy, surrendering to the energy, rather than mastering the energy and thinking where to throw, where to guide. Just surrender to it and flow with it, your way, wherever it goes.
And you can watch it. You actually can see it.
This is it's a different approach. Like knowledge comes later. Knowledge coming after the experience. And there's another approach is I must have knowledge before to experience.
Yeah, whatever you think, right?
So 2 ways people approaching. This is feminine way of yours is knowledge will follow after the experience. And masculine way of science way of approach is aggressive way is I must have knowledge before, which defines me what I am going to experience. 2 ways, no? 2 ways of. So like you see the traditions or the religion given by man. This is the principle, this is the methodology. If you follow, you will reach there and experience God. No? So knowledge before the experience. This is the knowledge and this is the experience. And some other people just opposite, who cares? All this methodology. They experience and then knowledge comes out itself. First the experience. So if we follow the emotions and collide with consciousness, emotions and consciousness colliding, then knowledge in words appearing. That is my approach in therapy. I move like this, colliding consciousness with emotions, and then natural language starts to produce the affirmations, what giving it directions. So word itself starts to guide and create future after colliding this. And then spontaneously. We also can manipulate it if we want to, but if we leave it spontaneous and follow the law, is the best way.
Yeah, don't you think everybody has a different path? And so we can't, at least I try to intuit what to do when I work with clients, be guided instead of use the same process. You know what I mean? Because everybody's different. So there's different ways that people awaken also.
This is one way. Other way is also every human is gifted to make a complete choice anytime in his life. Like you can decide to cut off from the past this moment completely and create a completely, with one idea, create a completely new life. You can begin with a new life.
Yeah.
So that's the sannyas, here Swami and sannyas, which we were using. The sannyas word is used in India. Like you can choose, like monk, like you can choose to cut off from one identity completely forever.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you did before that, all karma doesn't matter. And you make a conscious decision with one idea and a goal.
Exactly.
To experience God and seeding yourself this in consciousness with these emotions, now you will create a new life. You can choose. This we call sannyas parampara. And the people who follow this order are called Swami.
Mm-hmm.
They are entitled with this Swami. Like you are cutting off and creating completely new identity with the consciousness and awareness. So a conscious decision anybody can take anytime and direct its life the way it wants. And in a continuous flow of the process, trusting that I am already on the path. I have never been off the path. I have been always flowing to God. And then any obstruction, any obstacles in the middle, we keep on cleaning. So following intuitively path and removing just the obstacles, understanding that the river of consciousness always flowing to God. Our job is to remove any obstacles. If something we feel, oh, this is obstacle coming, like a river is flowing, something coming in the obstacle, so removing like this. So that's the path of flow.
Don't you think, though, when you use words, sometimes you limit? You know, people say, well, what are you? Are you Christian? Are you? And I said, I don't have a name for me. I think a lot of people would agree with that. Anyway, I said, what if we just believe in love? How simple is that? That we don't have any name. I'm a spiritualist. I'm a Christian. I'm a this, I'm a that. What if we just believe in love and try to resonate that? I said, how simple would that be?
We all feeling the need of Jenny. We are creating cyber God. To remove all this problem of religion.
We're already gods.
So many
We're
gods.
already
Yes.
gods.
Yeah. Last Saturday, we have the assignment creating religion. And we decided that how to create a cyber God. Unquestionable authority, only one God in cyberspace. Let's have competition. let's see which country has how much brain to create this.
Anybody have any feedback on that they want to throw in there? You guys? No? Pavel? No. I think this could be a really deep conversation if you guys would integrate with us. Anyway, yeah. You know, a lot of times I'll take, in my classes, I'll start off and put in some really wild rock music on and make everybody sing and dance. And what I'm doing is I'm opening their energies because they come in and they're kind of closed off and they're kind of scared. And if I can do that and be free, it's like a domino effect with the people. They become freer. And at first they might not react at all. And all of a sudden they start to dance. And it's a great way to start a class because
I'm listening to you, Jenny. I was listening before when you were mentioning that what you were saying, no, that one individual consciousness can have the area of influence.
Exactly.
So even if you are not speaking to someone, not seeing, so if you make yourself a center, yourself as a center, and you start to increase the periphery in a space.
Right.
So everyone you are keep on including in your space, in your periphery, will be in altered state of consciousness with you together.
Right.
So as much high you will fly, that much high people will fly.
Right.
Including that, the including way. That's what I was listening when you were saying. So in that way, yes, every individual. And also, I would like to pinpoint a very vital point about trauma and identity, ego.
Mhm.
Trauma, ego, identity, and the confidence
Mhm.
arising. So what's happening that if a trauma has happened, we start to entertain, and slowly we develop a pattern of communication with this trauma. And we
Right.
start spending time. So if you are investing time and energy into a pattern, you are building a relationship. You are building a personality. You are building a new person in your psyche.
Right. Just a second.
You are
Go
building
ahead.
a new person in your psyche. A new character will be born without of this communication. And slowly we get identified because we learn to invest time and energy into that. And in ourselves, we create one more personality. And that is our investment. Slowly, as the time passing by, we become attached to our own trauma personality, and we don't want to let it go because we are attached to it. So as a theory of karma and liberation in India, no trauma binds you. It is you, by your own choice, binding yourself to your traumas.
Exactly.
You can let it go anytime. This is another theory. And very nicely, you will find in coveted way, if you go to the deep psychology of healing and see the person holding the trauma because it's making it the reason of life.
So we have trauma into abundance. I'd like to throw something in real quick about abundance.
Yeah, please.
I contemplated that last night because in my life, as far as financial, you know, my life has gone like this. You know, I was in a wealthy family and then I married in and didn't have that. And I always had guilt when I was young because my family was wealthy. I felt guilty about the kids at school that didn't have that. So I started my childhood off feeling guilty about wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've seen the patterns that move through that where I've taken myself because of that consciousness.
And
But
Christianity also gives guilt about wealth.
Yeah.
And religion
But
itself gives like,
yeah,
if you're too much
exactly.
wealthy,
Well,
you must feel guilty.
yeah, and I was Catholic too, to top
you
it
are
off.
Catholic. Wow.
So
So
I got slapped on both sides of the face. Anyway, yeah. But you know, when I was thinking last night, I have 6 children, and even all the difficulties that I've been through in life with my children, they have taught me so much. And real abundance is loving yourself, being able to see the positives in everything around you, and family and all those type of things. That's real abundance. And I think once you find that within yourself and you can feel it around you, the universe brings all that you need, because everything is abundant. It's our consciousness that limits it. We
Yeah.
create the boundaries.
Yeah, we create. No, ego demands boundaries. This is the thing. If you want to live with your ego, you will always think in boundaries. If you are refurbishing your ego, strengthening your ego attitude, you always need boundaries and boundaries and boundaries and boundaries, and invest all your money to create boundaries so nobody can meet you. Making yourself inaccessible is the ego formations, which building boundaries and boundaries and boundaries. And if you want to live your life, then remove the boundaries.
Yes, you know.
Less and less boundaries, more and more loving you are. More and more boundaries, less and less loving you are. More and more boundaries, more psychic diseases in the brain. Less and less boundaries, less and less diseases in psychology.
Absolutely. I'm there with you. Anybody else have any input? Oh, well.
Yeah, for me, the boundaries is yes, it's a part of ego. And what is the freedom? Freedom is without boundaries, but freedom you can see outside only before you find a boundary. And the main recipe is to go not from outside, to go inside. If you go spiritually inside, you don't have any boundaries and you've got real freedom.
But
Touché.
Pavel, we are looking both side freedom, no, not only inside. Because abundance, we are sense organs abundance, no? Not only that, yes, I'm sitting in my silence, observing my breath and going into ecstasy with myself, and I don't need anything, no? But if I come out, I should have also resources to enjoy and feel ecstatic about it, not only inside. So we are tantrics, Pavel. We need both. We want everything.
Yeah. Yes,
God
outside.
and world together.
Outside, you go outside, you get the boundaries, and you make a step back. And the mostly freedom is in the middle way. Yes, you find some boundaries, you imagine opposites, and find the middle way, and it's a maximum
Well, if you
of
want, I
freedom.
can give a definition of freedom as by Krishna. In that point
Yes.
of view, I'm teaching Gita, Bhagavad Gita, and
Mm-hmm.
on the chapter 14, instant freedom, like instant moksha, instant enlightenment technique, transcendental aspect of God. So
Mm-hmm.
if you see that way, then you are the witness, and the process of contraction and expansion, the effort for moksha and samsara is happening at the canvas of your consciousness. You are neither of both. Just be enlightened right now. This process will continue, has been continuing since eternity into human consciousness, and you are a human. Recognize on your consciousness your idea. Sometimes you are contracting, sometimes you are expanding, sometimes you are thinking of moksha, sometimes samsara, sometimes you are going inside looking for freedom, sometimes you are expanding your boundary outside for freedom. And this process will continue and continue, just you are the witness of it. And no karma has ever been happened into this witnessing consciousness. And you are free from life, birth, death, everything. Enjoy your life right now. Whether you are looking freedom inside, enjoy it. Whether you are expanding your boundary outside, enjoy it. Both ways. And one will be going by itself, this pendulum, the effort, the motivation. One time you will be in the pure matter, tamas, and one time you will have energy. Oh, I should sharpen this character as a teacher, as a healer, and now I should refine my qualities, rajas. And moving towards sattva, you refine yourself in 30, 40 years, your characters. Now I'm full sattvic, I'm channeling knowledge. This process will continue. If you want be attached, it will continue thousands of life. It has been continuing. You are the witness. This is the play, Leela. So if you can see this as a Leela, you are witness of the drama. You are free right now. You have nothing ever done before, neither you will ever do something tomorrow.
Very
Nor you are
beautiful.
doing anything now. It's happening by itself with the combinations of natural law of growing intelligence, ego, mind, and natural force of anything matter will become consciousness, tamas, rajas, and sattva. A play. Moving on since eternity. Recognize you have one more identity. Accept which was given to you by your society and the parents. Recognize it. Pure abundance, no trauma, zero trauma, and only abundance. That is Gita, very radical. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14, the essence.
It's just so simple, right?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, you put it in these words and it just
Transcendental states of
sounds
Krishna
so
consciousness.
simple.
Yeah. Transcendental aspect of Krishna consciousness, available anytime, any moment. Make a decision. Make a decision to have it. Decision making. Can you decide?
For me, key word was recognition.
What?
Yeah, recognition is your word. It's coming from
Yes.
tantric self-recognition process. It's also pratibhigya. You can say like, just you recognize your nature.
And you can recognize freedom everywhere. So in any station, you can recognize freedom.
Freedom is your capability to take the responsibility. You can take freedom of the whole cosmos. I created it.
Yes.
Take responsibility.
Yes.
We affect it all the time.
I am God, created this whole planet. Take responsibility now what's happening there. No, nobody will make you remain alive. Once you say, I'm God, this is your job.
Right.
And in the family, yes, you can feel freedom because you created this family. It's your family.
You are taking responsibility of it. You feel free.
Yes.
If you will not take responsibility, you will be, my God, I'm in a full bondage with my wife and children. You take responsibility, you become free.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yes.
So to decipher responsibility, that could be another 10 shows.
Yeah. It's a very technical word, very generous. All generous words are very confusing. You need to really throw awareness into these words the way we are using. That's how I saying Shabda. In India, we say Shabda Brahma. I was not understanding it before. Now, when I started deciphering the mind, I say nothing. There's only words. Mantras, words. Mantras, words. You keep on going deep inside the soul and you find nothing. Just words, patterns, lights, diagrams, nothing else. Words. So mantras only. So then wow, Then I come to, wow, so strong, so powerful. You're just changing the words and you are creating the future. How you
Yes,
are thinking and how you are
and this week
deciphering and how you are perceiving and how you are naming it. Noun. The way in your mind comes noun, verb, pronoun, conjunctions, interjections. Same way you are building a future. You are writing your script. You are creating a matter. Word is a matter. No, you can listen it.
Yeah,
You can write it.
yeah, and even this week I think about this Bible, the act of creation of Jesus, and the agent came to Virgin Mary and say something to her, and she became pregnant.
Yeah.
This is some words make her pregnant, and the God creator in Greek, in ancient Greek, is God poetos, for poetry. The God is poet, created poetry.
Yeah, we have incident in Indian mysticism and mythology where rishis making women pregnant just by seeing. Sometimes also saying something in ear.
Yeah, saying is
Seeing, just by seeing the woman, the whole Mahabharata is beginning like this. Our main story where the Gita is the part, is the beginning is this.
Visualization.
No, it's energy transmission. I don't know how. But actually, as a theory, it's the seeding happens when the consciousness, presence of consciousness, and stirs the matter. Matter is stirred. Vibration begins in the matter, and that's the seeding. That's the mantra. That's the language beginning. That's the words beginning from there. So, in that sense, yes. So, Jenny, who will capitulate? We went through so many. We throw so many ideas, called pulse of wisdom. So many ideas with so many dimensions. People really confused.
No,
Which one
it's
to
just
follow?
it's opening different portals of the mind. You know, I think the sound is just as important as the words, and as we raise our vibration of who we are as human beings, just our sound without words can affect physiology of people.
Yeah.
At least I've
Jenny,
seen that. I have seen
telepathy.
that.
Before word is coming, you have a emotion and you have a consciousness. And then the word is the output
Well,
with this collision.
and the sound carries the frequency.
Yeah, that's
Sound
a frequency.
takes it.
The,
Yeah.
the emotion is also
vibration.
a frequency.
What?
Emotion
Oh, yes.
is also a
Yes.
frequency. So that
Yes.
emotions which you are feeling is the frequency. And if you bring awareness to it, to this feeling, it's colliding with consciousness, like holding the awareness. So the matter will start to transform into energy, sattva. That's the theory. Is the matter, and bringing awareness, it will start to transform into energy, purify it. Now this emotion will start to find its purified state of expressions.
Then
Sattva.
if you add breath with it,
That's
if you
also
add
same
breath, it makes it
consciousness.
even
You
more
are
powerful.
attaching consciousness, awareness, and emotions together, and then will start to express into, find a way to express into words. Word is getting formed, and sentences will be formed to express it.
Sounds good. I think we have it all figured out, don't you? Oh, we're having
No,
fun.
my job is to keep on listening and also giving the substratum theory behind it. No? Like
Oh, yeah. I'm just having
fundamental
fun.
theory behind the knowledge, the codes, the basic codes, how things happens between consciousness, awareness, witness, ego. No, people are confused about. And same phenomena, different religions, different knowledge, singing about it in its own way, giving its own words. So next time, let's have a topic. Any suggestion? Next topic.
How about it? How about the other people? Do you have a suggestion? You want a topic that you'd like us all to share on the next show?
Maybe there is another trauma, no, not with obedience, but I don't know.
Let's
Some
see,
other
something
trauma.
will come out.
Mhm.
Trauma and responsibility. Trauma and responsibility. That we join trauma to abundance. Now see trauma and what could be your responsibility about your own trauma which you are having.
Okay. Nice.
Jenny, you wanted to explore responsibility word also.
That's a big word.
Yeah,
That's
and connect it with the
That's a
trauma.
broad perspective.
Responsibilities of traumas. Having
Yeah,
traumas.
yeah. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'll go with that.
Okay.
So
Do you think?
let's see. Yeah, until something comes up, think in this direction. So see you next Wednesday.
Okay. Thank you.